Hi everyone, my name is JC and I'll be your lecturer for BMAN 5121 this semester. Firstly, welcome to the module. It is business management with a very heavy focus on entrepreneurship. So this module consists of 10 learning units, but the assessment for this module, including your summative assessment, is very practical in nature, and that's what I'll be preparing you for this semester. So just before I start, I want to share my screen with you, and I want to show you your ARC page. So this will be your ARC landing page. When you get onto it, you will see that I've already loaded quite a bit of content for you. So please pay attention to the folders on this side. You have your welcome folder with your academic integrity, your responsibilities as an online student, important reminders, as well as your module information. I've uploaded your CASA, your assessment information, my YouTube list, your latest CAS document, which you would have to check up regularly, and a PACER that we would need to follow for the semester. In your next folder, you will see ICE tasks. So I will upload quite a few ICE tasks for you throughout the semester. You need to complete at least 4 which form part of your formative assessment. So I have set the date for the 24th of September, and that's when you would need to at least do 4 by. If the date does change, I will let you know. But it's very quick task, and it does help if you try to get that out of the way as soon as possible. In the next folder, I have audio summaries that I will upload for you. And these are quick summaries that you can listen to that summarize the learning units. And it just helps when you want something additional to normal reading. And then I will upload slides per learning unit in this folder for you. So we will have our sessions once every second week, in which case you will then come to the lesson with the queries and concerns that you will have after reading through the content. It's an opportunity for us to discuss difficult concepts and prepare you for the assessment. I have uploaded my contact details for you. You're welcome to WhatsApp me. You're welcome to email me whenever you have any query. I don't have a specific WhatsApp group for this module, but I'm very happy to chat to you individually. Okay, so this learning unit, the first learning unit deals with management in a very basic way, speaks about general management, and it talks about what do we need as managers in a modern day. So management fundamentals, the very basics of management remain the same. And that is why you will see that while textbooks updated to represent latest developments in the business world, the very fundamentals remain the same. So managers need to constantly adapt to cater for innovation, to cater for the modern technology that come our way. The basis and fundamentals of the skill set remain the same. So what is the business in a very basic sense? Now, businesses can take various forms. On basic level, business is in an operation to exchange goods. And this can be goods or services or money. Ultimately, that is the purpose of a business. It requires investment, it requires a customer base, and even if a business is in operation as a non-profit, it still needs that concept of exchange. It still needs a customer base to serve, and it has to be profitable, even if not in a sense to make money, needs to sustain itself. And very importantly, businesses form um, from small businesses to large companies, they are in operation to satisfy a very basic human need. If there is no need to satisfy, there is no need to be in business. Okay, so what are the elements of business? It turns resources into goods and services. That means it takes raw materials and it satisfies a need. It aims to make a profit. There has to be an element of exchange, and usually there's human to human activity. Now, you would say to me, but when I go online and I purchase from Takealot, for instance, it's me and a computer, me and a cell phone, me and a device. There is no human. There is a human on the other side that accepts that order, runs through the process, packs your order, and sends it to you. There's a human on the other side that has set up that platform. So human to human interaction is needed for business. Okay, so so you are studying a course in entrepreneurship, and this is your first management module. So what is the link between the two? Okay. Upfront, management and entrepreneurship don't compete with each other. They rather complement each other. So an entrepreneur takes their skill set and they become entrepreneurs and they create businesses and they satisfy a need. But in order to run that business successfully, they use their managerial skills. So you don't have to choose between being an entrepreneur and a manager. It's just the different skill sets that you utilize at different times. The management is very focused on running an organization. It looks at taking resources, converting them into goods and services to satisfy a need within society. And it's very, very much focused on ensuring sustainability, ensuring profit, and running a business smoothly. Whereas entrepreneurs, or your entrepreneurial mindset, is focused on setting risks, weighing up rewards. The aim is to be successful, to make a profit, and to really just be self-sustainable, to not want to answer to any managers, and to find that niche in the market, to find those gaps and to fulfill those gaps. So what is factors of production that one needs to start a business? Okay. Previously, there was only four. Recent years, a fifth one has been added. So usually you need your natural resources, and these are things that form part of your production process. So usually natural resources are very limited and you have to use them very sparingly. You need capital, which is not only the form of money, also buildings, machinery, vehicles, etc. You need entrepreneurship, which is the entrepreneurial skill to find a gap and start a business. And then, very importantly, you need human resources. Now, a company is only as successful as the human resources. Your human resources are your people that bring a skill set into your company. They are the people that help manufacture your products, deliver your services, and deal with your customers. So that's one of the most important factors of production. And then in recent years, we added a fifth factor of production, which is information and technology. And I think, as you know, with the evolution of AI, robotics, and the ability to do things much quicker than we usually could by hand, need for technology has become a major factor when you're considering production, because it really can make things easy and it can really give you a competitive edge. So, as a business, you exist within a country, and a country has different economic systems. So, in business, we deal with four economic systems. The first one being a traditional economic system, and not really existing in its purest form anymore. So, with traditional economic systems, it was very much focused on hunting and gathering and exchanging through bartering systems. And so, while it does exist in tribes, it's not really the system that a country follows. We follow more of your command, market, and mixed economy. So a command economy is like China, where everything is kept in-house with the government and they control economic plans of the country. They decide where resources go and they own all the major businesses. The market economy is the complete opposite of that. And decisions here are made depending on demand and supply. Businesses and owners are free to produce whatever they want, whatever quantity they want, and really the prices are determined by supply and demand. If consumers want your product, the demand increases, you can then change your price to suit. To find a country that exists in the purest market form is very rare because countries do operate with some government interference. And so we have a mixed economy, and that is the economy that we follow in South Africa, where a part of the resources and businesses are owned by your government. So, like your government schooling systems, health systems, the police, all of that. It is a large portion that's also owned by the private sector. So, your private schools, your private hospitals, and we coexist together uh, to ensure that there is availability of resources for everybody. And so, while that's your very, very basic of management, there's something that I want to leave you with to think as we go into this module. How has management evolved since its inception? Okay. What skills do you think you need now? And what skills do you think you would need in the next 5 years, for instance? So we don't even have to go as far as 10 years, 5 years. How do you think technology is going to evolve? How do you think people are going to evolve? And what skill sets do you think managers may need for the future? Right, it's a very open-ended question and something to just trigger your mind. All right, so this is your prescribed textbook for this module. I wish you the very best. I do hope that I will see you online the next time. But please feel free to contact me if you need anything. All the best and good luck for the semester.